Who are these people that try to fucking catfish you? Who are these fucking idiots who fucking find pictures of some hot chick, decide to put them together, create a fucking page, and then hit people up and be like, hey, how are you? Because that's what hot chicks do all the time. They take pictures of themselves looking like fucking models, and then they hit up random fucking people with, hey, how are you? I need friends. I'm so hot, I don't have friends. Who are these dudes?
Is this on Facebook? You're getting this?
Instagram, Facebook?
All of it.
Yeah, Instagram is really the worst. I get hit up all the time. Hey, how you doing? And I play back. I'll be like, hey, what's up? Because I already know it's some bullshit. And then they're like, I just want to say hello. So what do you do? What do I do? Are you fucking for real? Dumbass. Are you here with us now?
I'm sorry, G.
Are you here with us? You ready to start?
Yeah, we've been starting.
Are you ready to start?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been ready.
Oh, you've been ready. You just decided we're not going to start 20 minutes later. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia. I'm your host, Gary G. Garcia, along with my brother from another mother, Brian Licata, chilling in his tank top today. He busted out his good tank top.
You think I'm looking tan, G?
Oh, you looking? I think you're getting your color a little bit back compared to the last two times I saw you when you was COVID riddled.
There's a pool party going on right outside right now.
You better not go.
You
wind up infecting all those motherfuckers. Jump in that pool, it becomes COVID pool. How you feeling, man? Is it gone? Are you still sick?
Well, I do have some news. I took a rapid test today. The rapid test came back negative. I took that this morning. So that's negative, but I also took a PCR test at the same time.
And that came back positive.
Well, that hasn't come back yet because those usually take between 36 to 48 hours to get back.
Now, why are you taking all these tests?
Because I need to go back to work in the office, and I'm just trying to make sure I'm not, positive when that happens.
Well, how you feeling?
I feel like I'm getting over a cold. Honestly, that's how I feel. I feel like I was sick last week, and I feel like I'm getting over it now.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, like no different than I've ever felt, any other way before when I was sick.
All right. Well, I feel that. I'm glad you're feeling better. You look like you're getting some color back in your shoulders, or maybe color in your shoulders. I don't know if it's the first time, but well, you're not wearing a white T-shirt. That's what it is.
It's an orange shirt.
Matches with you very well. You look very orange. Yes, you have a very orangey complexion going on.
Oh, thank you.
But it's all right.
Yeah, thank you.
You look much better than you did a couple of days ago, man. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, I've been getting flooded with all kinds of fucking COVID videos being sent to me.
Real quick, before we get further in it all, make sure you check out.
I'm tired of it all.
Make sure our listeners check out our Patreon. The link will be in the descriptions and stuff like this of this episode. Also, we have a new YouTube channel, Rated G with Gary G. Garcia is on its regular channel.
On its own channel, baby.
Yeah. The videos,
making moves.
The videos will still be on AC Jokes YouTube as well. We'll be doing some cross promotion and stuff like that. But the OG Rated G channel is now Rated G.
Rated G. Yeah, go check it out. Follow it. Subscribe. You're going to get all kinds of content on that bad boy that you don't get on the other one. But you can still check us out on the AC Jokes one as well. But join up on Rated G with Gary G. Garcia, baby. Mm-hmm. Let's get some followers popping on that shit. Let's get the shit building. Mm-hmm. Me and my boy Brian, we in it. We in it, man. We doing this shit hardcore. We plan to only get better. I see you moved the picture, right? The picture wasn't always there. You put it on the other side of the wall. You finally put it where it belonged.
No, I moved the camera. That's where the picture's been the whole time.
You mean you moved the camera?
I did. I moved the camera. The camera before was over here. So the way it looked with the picture coming in, and then I put it over here. So now
You're full of fucking shit. The picture was behind you before, wasn't it?
I mean, dude, it's always behind me. No, look.
No, man. The picture was behind your head, not on the side of your head. And you made the argument that you didn't want to turn sideways to put it up.
You know, before with the camera coming this way, it made this look like it was over here. And now with the camera coming, it's opposite. Trust me, dude. It's because of the way the camera's set up, for sure.
That's where you always had the picture. I'm ready to go look at some of the old ones right now, man. You're bugging, but whatever.
I'm bugging?
I think you're bugging.
Dude, you're bugging.
I mean, I could be bugging. I just fucking woke up. I could fucking be bugging. I don't think I'm bugging.
Can you see this, people?
Yeah, there you go. That's where it used to be, right? Yeah, I know I ain't fucking bugging. Sitting there trying to play with my head so early in the fucking morning.
Yeah. People, it is 1:38 on
so fucking early in the fucking afternoon. All right, early in the afternoon. Don't be fucking with me like that. Had me thinking we was in a fucking we was in a whatchamacallit. What's that
time travel machine?
Mandela. I thought I was caught up in the Mandela effect.
Hey, hold on a second. I gotta fix this camera. I'm not liking what it's doing over there. Hold on.
Showing your face.
You keep talking.
I keep talking, and you're gonna fix the camera.
Keep talking.
I'll keep talking. But just so you know, people, this brother was supposed to be ready at 1 o'clock. I set my alarm because I have to, otherwise I stay sleeping. But yeah, 1 o'clock. He hits me at 1 o'clock. He's like, I'm running a little late. We're not starting until a half hour later. Maybe it's because he had to fucking move the picture. You know? But see, you can't get nothing by me, man. I saw the picture. I knew something was different. You can't get nothing by me. I'm fucking on a lot of shit, but still sharp as a tack, motherfucker. How y'all liking my new chalice, man? That's right. Drinking like royalty, man. I wanted to get like just a big pimp cup with a G on it, but this shit though.
I like it. It looks good. Do you have a crown on the dashboard of the Honda?
No.
How about the dice? You got the dice?
I got the dice.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, my whole car's diced up, Stormtrooper style.
Stormtrooper style?
Yeah, I'm turning it all black and white. I'm getting rid of the red light, back tail lights, I'm making them black. The yellow lights, I'm making them black. So the whole shit is just white and black.
Okay, I like that. I like that. What is your favorite Star Wars movie?
Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything after Empire Strikes, I only like Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, to be honest. Everything after that, I feel just, I don't know, just became too much. I'm sorry. I know my daughter and her husband are big on Star Wars, and people are big on Star Wars. I'm not anti-Star Wars. I just only like the first two. I can watch the other one, but it gets a little corny.
Have you seen The Mandalorian?
Everyone's telling me I should. I'm going to start checking it out. I haven't checked it out yet. Have you seen it?
Oh, yeah, all of it. Are you a fan of Westerns? Like, do you like the old spaghetti Western style of TV shows and stuff like that?
I grew up on Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, so I think you'll appreciate it.
John Wayne.
Yeah, because the way that these things are shot is really more like a spaghetti Western than anything else. But it's set up with a bounty hunter. Sorry, G, are we keeping you up?
Nah, just lack of oxygen, bro. You know, it happens, man. Lack of fucking oxygen.
I would highly recommend watching The Mandalorian.
I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, the problem is you have to find somebody with a Disney Plus account, which I'm sure your daughter probably has it, right?
My daughter has me on her account.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, come on. Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I just watched the What Ifs. Did you see that?
I didn't.
They only got one episode, though. The Marvel What If. You didn't check it out?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty cool. It's a comic they used to have called What If, where they changed the scenarios of famous superheroes. You know, so they have what if, like, this one was what if Captain America never became Captain America, and instead the chick became Captain America. Which seems to be like what they're doing with every movie anyway. There's no new movies. They just take old good movies and put women in the casting role. You know?
Interesting. So this is a brand new premise.
No, I mean that's been going on when I was young. I used to collect those comics.
Oh, okay.
But it's a new. In other words, that's what they do with everything. Like, what if they had one with Spider-Man? Like, what if when his girlfriend Gwen died? What if Gwen never died? What if you know a whole bunch of them? You know, they change the scenarios. They give you like an alternate. I think that's the whole beginning of the alternate universes and shit.
Oh, yeah, I've seen these before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it's called What If. So they started that on there. I checked it out. The artwork was all right. It was pretty cool.
Was it animated or was it?
Yeah, it's animated.
Oh, it's animated.
Animated. Yeah, that's the only reason I watched it. If it wasn't animated, I couldn't even have watched it. You know, they got that new shit. I don't know. Marvel movies don't do it for me. I don't like them. Sorry. You're allowed to like them. I just don't like them.
I like the 80s Spider-Man. The
80s Spider-Man.
Yeah, the cartoon Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Do you remember that? Like Firestar and shit like that?
Yeah, was that the one? Spider-Man? Spider-Man does whatever a spider can.
I think so.
That was the theme to it. Look out, bam, here comes the Spider-Man. In the of the night. But then, I can't remember the lyrics. But I know I'm on it. Something like that. Spider-Man. I used to watch Spider-Man. I used to watch the Captain America shit they had, the Iron Man shit. And the art sucked because it was like they just used it straight from the comic book and just kind of moved it. So there was no real flow to the animation. Mama is over here just bugging right now. She's just licking the side of my chalice. She's all in it. Mama. Get out of here.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the new one.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends. Iceman and Firestar.
Why were they his friends?
Dude, I don't know, but
okay, because Mama.
Mama Cat. I mean, Firestar, though, bro. Come on, are you kidding me? Have you seen Firestar? She's a babe.
I never really seen Firestar. I never even knew who Firestar was. Cat ass in the face. But like, why Iceman and Firestar? Like, why were those his friends? Like, where the fuck wasn't Iceman chilling with the X-Men somewhere? And who the fuck is Firestar? What was she even in? I don't remember no Firestar other than that comic book.
Yeah, other than that, I don't really remember her.
That's not the Spider-Man I'm talking about, man. It was an older one. But I'm older than you, so that's why. That one I didn't care for. By the time that one came out, I was probably like, what was that, like 82, 83?
That was 81, yeah.
81. Yeah, I was already kind of moving, 11. I was doing sports and shit like that. I probably checked it out every now and then. But the one that I liked was before that. Yeah, look at that. Who is she? Who is she, man? I don't get it.
They created her for the show.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Spider-Man's friends. I don't know. But there was another Spider-Man in this. What's that? There was another series, man, that the theme song said Spider-Man does whatever Spider-Man. There it is.
Does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud. He's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. Hey there goes the Spider-Man.
There goes the Spider-Man. And now the bridge. You cut the bridge. In the deed of the night when there's no one. Yeah, see? I told you, I know my music, son.
Dude, the 60s cartoons were by far so much better than anything they've ever made since.
Yeah, they don't care no more.
Dude, they don't. Jetsons, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, Bugs
Looney
Bunny,
Tunes
Daffy
was the best.
Duck.
Tom and Jerry.
All these.
All those Spider-Mans. They had Captain America. They had Hulk. They had Iron Man. Mm-hmm.
See, the 90s, the 90s had some good cartoons also. The late 80s, early 90s, kids cartoons were all right. But that was like that was the end. That was.
I don't know. Some people would
end.
argue that today because, like, you know, you got some people like Rick and Morty and all those idiot fucking shows that are out now.
Well, I mean, Family Guy.
No, but no,
incredible.
Family Guy is incredible, but when did Family
Incredible.
Guy start? In the 90s, don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Really? Wait a minute. For Family Guy to have started in the 90s, that would mean Family Guy's been around for over 20 years?
Yeah, January 31st, 1999.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow. 21 years Family Guy's been on. I remember when it got canceled and I used to buy the DVDs. And, well, that's what got it put back on. It's all those motherfuckers like me that were like, why did they take this off the TV? The show was dope. And when they started putting it on DVD, I went out and bought it. And the sales on the DVD was so good, they had no choice but to put it back on TV. So you're welcome. I'm one of those motherfuckers that got Family Guy put back on television. All right,
dude. How about the fucking Simpsons, man? Been going since '89.
That's pretty insane. I never was really a fan of the Simpsons.
No,
I mean, I'm not anti-Simpson, you know, but I never if anything better is on, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I always felt the same way about you. I never loved the Simpsons. A cousin of mine, big Simpsons fan, and that's how I feel like it is. You either love the Simpsons or you're just like, I respect the Simpsons, but I don't watch the Simpsons.
Yeah, like when it first started, I thought it was cool. I liked them better when they were drawn a little more shitty, and when Bart was a little more of a bad kid.
Yeah. When he was fucking shit up in the early seasons.
Yeah, the early seasons were all right. Then it just got, I don't know. It just didn't. I couldn't get past the mother's voice.
Oh, Marge. Yeah.
I hate the mother's voice. You know?
Homie.
And I'm a little done with the dumb fathers.
Yeah.
You know? Honestly, I think Married with Children was probably the beginning of the breakdown of the family values and respect for parents and fathers.
You said Married with Children?
Yeah. I love the show.
Great show.
Love the show, but I feel like that's where like the whole it's all right to be disrespectful to your pop shit started. Fathers don't get no love, though. Fathers don't get no fucking respect or love, man. Mm-hmm. Just look, especially like on Father's Day, Mother's Day. You know, look at the difference of Mother's Day and the difference of Father's Day. You know, especially at Father's Day is the reason why I stopped going to fucking church. One of the reasons why I stopped going to church, dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit used to piss me off. You go to church on Mother's Day and they give them fucking a Bible. They give them fucking a thing of flowers. They fucking go up there and they're like, listen, if your mother's a crackhead, you love her. If your mother abuses you, love her. You only got one mother. That's all you got is one mother. Love your mother no matter what. I don't care if she's a heroin addict. You know, that's your mother. Love her.
Right.
Then Father's Day comes around. You know what I'm saying? You come in. They don't give you shit when you come in. You know, you sit the fuck down. They fucking sit there and go, listen, if your wife is a heroin addict, if your kids are fucking up, if your daughter's a whore, that's your fault. You're the father. That's your fault. The family is a reflection of you. So if your family's fucked up, you're the reason why they're fucked up, all right? You know, it's like you got to earn the right to be a father, but you don't got to earn the right to be a mother. I know some shitty mothers. I know a lot of shitty mothers. I know mothers who were fucking crackheads, sending their daughters out at 3 a.m, 4 a.m to the bodega store to get them shit because they were all cracked out, didn't want to leave the fucking house. I know mothers who were whores. You know, but you only get one mother. How many fucking fathers do you get? That's the fucking problem with all that shit like fucking Jerry and all that, man. Like, you know, and I'm not going to say dudes don't make dudes look bad. Dudes have definitely, you know, there's some dudes out there that have made dudes look bad. But what? There ain't no chicks out there that make chicks look bad?
I think there's a lot of them, my friend. Yeah, I think there's a lot.
You know?
There's a double standard for certain stuff for men, though. You know,
of course, because you could sit there and diss men like it ain't nothing, but then you say all women are alike, and women lose their freaking minds. Like, all women, I'm not like. Beware the woman that says she's not like every other woman. They're the ones most like them. You know what I'm saying? That's like a motherfucker that say, "Yo, trust me. You could trust me." Anybody who say you can trust me, you can trust me. Trust me. Don't trust me, motherfucker. Don't tell me your shit. I don't want to hear your shit.
It's very true. It's very true. That's great advice. Great advice. If anybody says, trust me.
You know, you could trust me. The fuck out of here. I said the other day, man, I saw all this the other day. This is probably like 6-7 years ago. This is when I was going through my divorce, man. I saw these two old ladies sitting in McDonald's, friends. And one lady was getting up to go get the order. And she goes, let me give you some money. The one sitting down said, let me give you some money. And the one standing up said, no, I got you. Don't worry about it. You owe me. And the one sitting down said, I owe you. You owe me your life. And I remember thinking, beware the friend that says you owe me your life. Because what happened was when she said you owe me your life, the other one said, really? And then she started going down the line of all the shit she had done for her. You know, like right there in McDonald's, going down the line. And I was like, beware the friend who says you owe me your life. You best believe that they believe it. And one day they will recoup. Beware,
wow.
People. Stay alert.
See, man, that's why you can't really have too many close friends, you know?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't. My circle is so small, it's a dot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how I am, man. It's very small. It's me, my girl, my family, her family, and a couple people. Very few people.
Me, my cat, my kids, and very few circles.
Mm-hmm. I got a lot of people I know I could count on. If I needed.
I got people that I think I could count on. I got a lot of people that I think I could count on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got if I.
But then again, I don't really go to people for shit, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either. But I know if I needed to, I could. You know what I'm saying?
It's a nice thing to know.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I'd be all right. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't worry about a thing, dude. You know. I might be homeless one day, but I will never be out on the street. You know what I'm saying? I might not have a place where I can rest and call myself home, but, you know, I'll never be out on the street. You're not going to see me sleeping in no fucking doorway of a fucking closed store.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like, how do you get to that level? I mean... You really gotta
piss off a lot of people, dude.
Yeah, to not let you even sleep on their couch.
Or, I mean, dude, you even have to think like back in the day, like.
Well, a lot of it is mental.
Right, that is true. A lot of it is mental. But even back in the day, like before, you know, cell phones and travel and stuff like that, if you got stranded somewhere, you were just, you know, you could just be gone for like months, you know?
Shit, I don't even know how, like, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I think about how we used to get around and shit. How different shit used to be. You know, I mean, being homeless back in the day probably wasn't as bad as being homeless now.
You could get away with sleeping in places that you probably couldn't do now.
You know? What's going on over there with you today, man? You seem a little, you know, you got the holding the mic in your hand.
Nah, dude, this
you're moving around a lot. You was a half hour late to the game. Like, what's going on with you today, man? Are you all right?
Yeah, it's the COVID. No,
right.
dude, I moved all these wires around, and I keep catching them on fucking shit.
You're too lanky.
I am lanky. Yeah, I'm a lanky motherfucker. All right, here you go. I want to show you this. Check this out. This is 1910s New York. Look at that.
Why does everybody move so fast?
Well, it's just because
I know it's the footage. I love stupid dick. This fucking guy. Yeah, man. Everybody dressed in suits like every fucking day. I'm glad that's over with.
Yeah, what were you doing if you're going out and you're playing? You see the kids like playing baseball and shit, and they got like dress shoes on and like and ties, and they're playing stickball in the street. What the fuck is that about?
Did you ever play stickball? Was that around when you were growing up, or was it dead?
Nah, we had them. Like I had a stickball set in my house, but that was only because my dad is from New York. We never really used that shit, you know.
I love stickballs.
That was done. I played a lot of bocce ball though, handball also.
Bocce ball, that's like the Italian shit, right? The old man Italian.
That's right.
I thought you had to be like over 60 to play that. I didn't think they let little kids play bocce ball.
No, they do.
Yo, in Astoria, they real with their bocce ball, son. Them dudes take that shit seriously. Those old fucking, I don't know if they're Greek or Italian. It's hard to tell, but probably Greek. But they get busy on that fucking bocce ball, son.
I'm sure they're probably Italians.
Why Greeks don't play bocce ball?
No, I'm sure they do.
So then why are you sure they're Italian? It's Astoria. I'm thinking they're probably Greek.
Yeah,
they could be Italian.
Oh, big Greek population in Astoria, right?
Astoria is a big Greek population, but then again, there's a lot of Italians there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of Italians out there. I don't even know. Like now, it's like so mixed now. Now it's like more, just like
whatever the fuck
the new white,
mm-hmm.
whatever the new shade of white is. I don't know.
What is it? What? What are they? Who's in Astoria?
Kind of gentrified, you know. And it was hard. Like to say gentrified is weird because I don't feel it was ever like one kind of dominant. You know, like Astoria always had is white people, and they had the blacks and Spanish, Greek, Italians, black, Spanish, Asians.
Yeah, I had a friend who her grandmother was from there. She was French.
I feel like it's always been pretty mixed, but it did get gentrified.
Well, it's also super
believe
close.
It or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is weird because it seemed always mixed, but then like this new breed, this new shade of people came in, the buildings got taller, the prices went up, you know, everything became kale and, you know, fucking
kale,
tofu and all this other shit. You know, like I still love Astoria, man. I still love the food there because you still get some good chicken and meat on a stick out there. Mm-hmm. You know, pick up to the meat on the stick, dude, on Broadway and 32nd. That motherfucker right there has been there forever, and it's the best meat on the stick you're ever gonna get, boy. Now they got a truck. They moved up in the world. They got a truck right there, Broadway, 32nd Street, right past the train. Woo! That is, but hands down, the best meat on the stick you're gonna get right there.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. Fair enough. What's the bridge that's in Astoria that goes back to Manhattan?
Queensboro, 59th Street.
Is that what it is? 59th Street Bridge?
59th Street Bridge. I think they changed the name of it. I think they changed the name of it now. I think it's called
Ed Koch. Yeah, Ed Koch, Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah, Queensboro Bridge. Ed Koch, Queensboro Bridge.
Yeah, that dumps you off like pretty much right into Astoria, right?
That puts you right into Astoria. Yeah, that puts you right on 21st Street. If you take the upper level, lower level puts you on like fucking. You don't want to take that lower level unless you're going into like Flushing and shit like that, I think.
Right.
You know, I stick to the upper level, get off on 21st Street, hook a right. Queensbridge is right there. It drops you off like maybe 3 blocks from Queensbridge. You know, the nice, beautiful neighborhood of Queensbridge, where everyone is friendly and all white people are welcome. They kind of gentrified that spot too, believe it or not, man. They went in there and arrested mad people. Then they put up all these fucking hotels right across the street from Queensbridge. Now it's like it's like nothing but hotels. It's crazy. I must wonder how like all these out of town people be coming in here from like Ohio and shit, and your shit is right across the street from Queensbridge projects.
This is you, Ravenswood.
That's Ravenswood.
This is where you grew up, right?
I was raised in Ravenswood, born in Queensbridge, so I was like 6, 7, 8, one of those years, and then I moved to Ravenswood. So that's Ravenswood, right? That's Ravenswood? Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can figure out. Yeah, 21st Street.
Here, hold on.
I could tell it's by looking at it where you are. If you give me a second. That's 36th Avenue.
36th and 21st right here.
Yeah. So I was on 34th Avenue. So you got to go down to your right, if I'm correct. It's 34th, 35th. Oh, yeah, right. There you go. That's the DS block right there. That's the DS Park.
Right here? That
baseball field. Oh, yeah, the big building you see right there, that big long building, that's the sanitation. That's why this is called the DS block. Because that's the Department of Sanitation.
Okay.
Right if you go up, right, that's the basketball court where I played basketball.
Right here?
Yep. You move up a little more. That's the handball court where I played handball. Wow, man. There you go. There's the DS. There's the police station. There's the handball courts, the basketball courts, right?
I hear the trash cans.
Yeah, yeah. We used to go into those trucks. We used to sneak in, go into the trucks and like, steal like porno mags and shit like that. They always have porno mags like on the bottom. Now, if you go up that block, 34th Avenue, you keep going up that block, there's the baseball field. That's the softball field. People used to bug out because it was cement. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I always know all the softball fields to be cement. That's the softball field. All right. That building right there is the building behind my building. You want to hear a story? That's my building right there.
Right here?
Matter of fact, those are my windows. No. See the park in front of that building?
Yeah. What floor are you on?
No, that's not my building.
Oh.
I'm the building in front of it to the right. See where that little park is where you just had that thing?
Yeah, this park?
Yeah, that's where I used to sell weed. Right? I used to come out that back door to your right.
Over here?
Yeah. This is crazy. Now, if you slide, there you go. There's my window.
Right here?
No. The one window on the corner.
Window.
Right where you said right here, not that one. Go to the one window. That one right there was my bedroom. That was my bedroom, and then around the front of that building was all my windows. So that was my bedroom, right? And I used to climb in and out that window when I was sneaking the house. Like if I had to sell drugs and shit, I would climb out that window. Now they have those black bars there. That's 1220 34th Avenue, baby. Now those black bars were never there. The metal bars, which are behind, and you could see it a little bit. Those are the only ones I had. I didn't have those black bars. I was like, fuck those black bars. I had like the big gates, old school, and all the windows in the front. So I used to sell weed right behind the building. I used to sell weed in that apartment like mad. That used to be a bodega store. When they came and they were gonna run into my crib that time, that was a store, that one with the gates.
Right.
And this is the only time they ever really watched me and shit. They never, I think somebody ratted or whatever, but that was a bodega store. And I went out to go get a Dutch from there. And I remember I saw this white dude standing there. It was freezing cold. And I saw this white dude standing, and I was like, that dude looks a little weird, looks a little coppy, and I went inside, bought a Dutch, came out, saw the dude still sitting there, pretending to be on the phone. And I was like, that's a cop. And I go in my building, and I'm looking out that window that I just showed you across the street, and I'm watching the dude. And he's not on the phone, but he got the phone to his ear. Never seen him put money in. Or, he's just like kind of standing shady. Some other white dude comes up to him. They start talking. And they go up that block into like one of those green Mayflower trucks, those 18-wheeler joints.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, something still didn't sit right. So I went and I grabbed my binoculars, and I'm looking out the window. And because I had the gates, like when you're close, you see like everything in the binoculars all close. You got to like get between the little, get between it. And I look, and I see a motherfucker with binoculars looking at me. We both went. And then I just ducked right underneath the window. I was on the floor, son. I was like, oh, shit. Motherfuckers is watching me. I knew they were cops. I was like, fuck. I call him my man, Jay. And I'm like, yo, dude, I got Jake outside watching me through binoculars. He's like, damn, son, they're probably going to try to roll. I said, fuck. He goes, get out of there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. I grab a couple of bags of weed and shit because I knew I was going to hit the city and I might be gone for a couple of days. So I needed some weed. So I load up on some weed and I jet out the back of the building. And I'm like, fuck it. And I'm figuring, I left them dudes there. They didn't notice me. In the back of the building, but them shiesty little bastards were on the roof too. And they were just basically like, he just left the back of the building. He's walking up 36th Avenue, shit like that. So I made it, almost got out. I almost made it out. I made it up to 36th Avenue. And if I would have walked through the buildings, I would have been out the hood and I would have been headed up to the train. But one of my customers saw me out walking by and he's like, yo, you got anything? And I'm thinking, shit, if I'm going to be gone, I might as well make this last sale real quick before I leave the neighborhood. and I went into the building, made the sale. And when I came out, they came from everywhere.
See,
they came running up on me from everywhere, man. And then they brought my man out too. And that's fucked up because he was in like boxes. He was in boxes, chancletas. He had his fucking his robe on. And they didn't even close the robe. They walked that brother right out the building, handcuffed with a dingling hanging out. And yeah, they came out of everywhere. And I still pretty much got over. I didn't get charged with no selling. I only got charged with possession.
Oh, that's good.
You know.
Yes, you were really close to Roosevelt Island.
Yeah, Roosevelt Island was right over the bridge. I could walk it. I used to walk to Roosevelt Island over the bridge.
Yeah. That
was like our bad shit to do when we were little. You know, because our parents would be like, don't go over that bridge. Don't walk over that bridge. So, you know, like, that was like the rebellious thing to do. And also in Roosevelt Island, they were all like, now that place is dope. Roosevelt Island now is dope. When I was coming up, half that shit was just abandoned buildings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That shit used to be called Welfare Island.
Yeah.
That's the original name. But yeah, we used to go into the abandoned buildings, dog. My people used to just fucking, you know, you had stash spots there to hide your drugs, or, you know, one of them was a fucking like a old, a loony bin. There was like an old loony bin there, man. I remember one time went into this room, dude. It was fucking crazy. And then they had, there was an old morgue. So we went into one time and found those fucking old drawers that they put the bodies in, man. That shit was crazy.
Shit.
Yeah, the shit was crazy, man. I think they still got a couple of them because some of them are landmarks. So I think some of them are still there.
But they have like a big festival at Roosevelt Island now, don't they?
Roosevelt Island's the shit now. Now it's expensive. It's fucking dope.
Yeah. Is that where does the mayor of New York have a house there? Oh no, there's Governor's Island too. Where's Governor's Island at?
I don't know. That I don't know. But you know, he used to live there, Grandpa, from the Munsters. The restaurant there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, how about that?
Yeah, he used to live there. I don't know. He's dead now, right? I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's been dead.
Yeah. He used to have a restaurant there. You used to see him walking around.
Have you ever been out to Randall's Island?
Yeah, I've done outreaches in Randall's Island. I've spoken at one of the loony joints, and I've done a couple of the homeless shelters there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, when I was hardcore.
When you were preaching?
In the Christian community, yeah, I was doing outreaches and, you know, sharing my testimony with people and saving lives and souls, man.
I like that. I like that you did that.
Yeah, so do I.
I like that you did that. There is a big similarity to what people do in AA and NA to what Christians do, like that.
Yeah.
It's all rooted in the same shit.
I mean, I never went up there and tried to preach to people. I just talked about my life and what was going on, and
that's all you can do.
That's
that's all you can do for somebody, you know.
But I made some connections, you know. I've done Rikers Island like 3 times.
Well, what was that like?
That was crazy. You know, I mean, it was cool. Because I did music, so I would go there to do the music. And then afterwards, I always spoke through my songs anyway. But, yeah, it was cool, man. It's something about, you know, being able to touch people that have definitely made the decision they don't want to be touched.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an amazing feeling, to be honest. You know, I be sitting there talking to dudes that are getting ready to go away, you know, getting ready to go away 25 years, 30 years, they're getting ready to go away, facing mad time. You know, at that point, I guess you're ready for whatever.
Dude, yeah, that shit is so crazy when you think about the kind of time that someone gets put on. Dude, even a year. You get locked up for a year, bro. Like, fuck. A couple months, whatever, a month, 2 months. You can do 2 months. You know what I mean? But like a fucking year, that's
25 years.
Oh,
you got 25 years. Brian Licata, we sentenced you to 25 years. Federal. So you're doing all of them.
Well,
you're not getting, because most of the time you only got to do like, I think, what is it?
Right? State minimum.
You got to do like, if you get like 25 years or like you get,
New York gets their time. If you get charged in two different states for like the same crime, like some states will do it where you can just serve your time in one state and that counts. But if you do a crime, say in New Jersey, New York State wants you to do your Jersey time, and then when you're done, to come do your New York time, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
Yeah, man. They don't give a fuck. But that's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of time. 15 years. 6 years. 6 years. I did 6 years. 6 years.
Any year. Any year. One.
Just take away your life. That's it. Boom.
I had a good friend of mine.
But you know what's crazy? To me, this is what's always been crazy. And I used to say this when I lived in the hood. That's why my building was always really pretty cool. You know, because my attitude is always, it is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit there and like people make a big thing about the hood, but that was the biggest apartment I ever had. 2-bedroom. Bigger than my apartment now, which is a decent size, but it was a big apartment. Mm-hmm. Don't pay gas. Don't pay electric. Don't pay water. It goes by what you make. There was a time when my mom's first moved out and I wasn't making no money because I wasn't working. I was just hustling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as they knew, I wasn't making no money. I was paying $110 a month for a 2-bedroom in Queens.
Dude, what year was this?
But then for that same apartment,
what year was this?
That had to been like early 90s.
All right, hold on. So
early 90s.
This is in Queensbridge?
In Ravenswood.
Oh, in Ravenswood. So just for
in that apartment that you just saw the window of.
Uh-huh.
In that apartment, I was paying $110. But then once I started working legal and the money started coming in, then I was paying like it went up to 2 something, 3 something. And then by the time when I left there, I was paying $800. I was paying $800 and change when I left there.
Yeah, just for reference for the viewers, it's 3 miles away from Central Park. Like it's mad close to the city.
15 minutes to the city.
Yeah.
You get on that train, you there in 1-2, got Broadway, 36, 39, Queens. 4 stops, you're in the city.
$110 a month.
Yeah, but for that same apartment, I was also paying $850 for the same exact apartment because it went by what you made.
Right.
That's what's good. So when you made money, I think I was paying the top dollar at the time that they could charge, which was 8 something at the time. Now it's probably a little more, but it went by what you made. So then if I was to lose that job or, work at another job that took a pay cut, my rent would then drop.
Right.
So it fluctuated.
How did you guys get assigned to those buildings? Was it just where you looked for an apartment to rent and it was covered by Section 8?
I was living there when I was 6. Right. I was never Section 8. You know what I'm saying? My family never took from the government anything. Never got food stamps, nothing.
Well, I mean, what is it? Isn't it that's Section 8 housing? No.
I mean, it is Section 8 housing, but I was never Section 8. Section 8 housing is well, it's not. I mean, at that time, that was considered a little more. Remember, there was a lower middle class back then.
Right.
It wasn't just middle class. There was upper middle class, lower middle class.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was considered lower middle class. You know what I'm saying? Like a step up. That was considered a step up from Queensbridge in a sense of the neighborhood, which it was a nicer neighborhood than Queensbridge. I mean, Ravenswood was always in the beginning when I was little. It was always the spot where like Astoria projects and Queensbridge projects went to like,
make it out,
bully motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And then when my age group came up, they wasn't having that. You know what I'm saying? Like when all the cats that came up like right before me, like all my boys like Justice and Ice and all them dudes, they wasn't having nobody, people coming in and doing that. So they started, kind of. But when I was little, it was scary. It was a little scary when people from Queensbridge came through. But then what happened is, as we got older, everybody kind of.
Yeah. Yep.
What
was the demographic of your neighborhood growing up? What
It
was it?
was
Mostly Puerto Rican, or is it a mix?
it was black Puerto Rican, and we had a couple of white people there. It was very mixed. Ravenswood was very mixed.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ravenswood was very mixed.
That's cool.
You know,
There's nothing
Queensbridge
like New York
was
City,
predominantly
man.
black and Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I lived there. I think till I was 7. I moved to Ravenswood when I was 7.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it was the apartments ain't that bad. So I used to always say, listen, it's what, like, not for nothing, I put wood floors in my apartment. Over there, tiles. I put those little slot fucking shit. My shit was dope, son. I always made my shit look dope. Have fucking swinging Western doors going to my fucking, into my hallway. You know, my shit always looked dope, man. My moms used to keep the house looking like country style. People used to come over and bug out. You know, it is what you make it.
Right. Yeah, of course.
Know, the elevators won't smell like piss if you don't piss in the elevator.
Right.
The building won't be dirty and shitty if you don't shit in the stairwell and throw dirt all over the fucking place. If you take advantage of the shit that's being given, take advantage of it to the extent of use it to the best of that it can be used, then you're actually in a good position.
Right.
That was the point I would tell everybody back then. Like, listen, the hood don't gotta be a bad place.
Right.
We could all get along.
Mm-hmm.
We could all treat each other with love and respect and help each other. And then guess what? We're the ones that got dope ass apartments for nothing, for cheap ass money.
And usually they're in neighborhoods, geographically speaking, that are desirable. Why
do you think they all got gentrified?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Why do you think that's where they come into gentrify? Because you're in a good location.
They're great location.
Astoria projects fucking got the view of Manhattan and the river right out their fucking buildings.
And aren't there some projects on the lower east side of Manhattan? There are projects down there, aren't there?
Yeah. I don't know if it's still there, but yeah, Alphabet City and all that shit is down there. In Manhattan?
Yeah. Yeah, what is this? LaGuardia?
Yeah, right down there. You got all kinds of projects, a bunch of projects, dude.
Yeah,
there's a bunch of them. My cousins lived there when I was growing up.
Yeah, I remember one time, like by the Williamsburg Bridge, right? They're like down there.
Nah, even from Avenue A, B, C, First Street, Second Street, and Avenue A, B. That's all like 8th Street and all that shit, but going more down to the east side, First Avenue.
Right.
I mean, that's been gentrified to some sort of extent too.
Right.
It's crazy, man. But the point I was trying to make, though, is it's the same thing with like prison. You know what I'm saying? Like if criminals had a code of honor where, like, listen, if you get caught and you come to prison, in prison we chill. We don't fuck with each other. We don't. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
That's where the Italians had it down, my friend.
You got beef. You wait till you get back out of jail. And you handle that shit in the street. But when you get locked up and you come in here, man, we're going to beat them at their game. We're going to make this like a resort for each other. We're going to treat each other with respect. You know, don't worry about your asshole. It's good. But no, instead, it's like a vicious thing. You go in there, man, it's every man for himself. They will rape you in your ass. You better have a role to play, or that role is victim.
I feel like if I got locked up, say Fed time somewhere, where do you think where would you see me fitting in?
I don't know. How good are you at getting things? Are you a good cook?
I'm a great cook. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, that's the thing. If you're the cook, nobody fucks with the cook.
Yeah, I gotta play a role. I think
if you're the cook, nobody fucks with the cook. You're definitely not gonna be the dude who nobody fucks with.
Definitely not.
That's the first dude. Yeah. The first dude is the dude that nobody fuck with because he'll just fuck you up and he'll stab you or whatever. There's that dude, right? So that's the first role.
But you want to be somewhat cool with that guy.
Yeah, well, I mean,
of course, right?
You want to be somewhat cool with everybody to an extent.
I think to my benefit is that I do speak a little bit of Spanish, right? So if I ever had any run in with a Spanish guy, I could say something to the effect of "Tranquilo, cálmate, hablamos conmigo, por favor."
as he's sticking a pen
Mi
in your
culo,
neck.
mi culo está chiquito. No
That's the way they
puedes
like it.
poner la pinga adentro de mi culo, güey. Cámate, tranquilo.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, dog. I don't think that's gonna work. It might, but like I said, man, the options aren't many. There aren't many options. You got the dude who no one fucks with. You got the dude who can get you anything.
That's not me. I want to be that guy, but that's not me.
You get you anything. You got the cook. Nobody really fucks with the cook.
I feel like I'll be the guy who's like trying to buy dope from people. I feel like that's gonna be my role.
You got the dude who can hook people up with the connection for dope, or you could be the dope head. I mean, they kind of might leave you alone if you're the dope head, as long as you know you got somebody putting money in your shit and you're constantly a good customer. I guess if you're a good customer, they don't want to see you get fucked up. I never thought of that.
Yeah, man. I actually I have a good story about that, actually. So there's this one time I was in the hood procuring a substance of some kind, right? Not a good neighborhood. We're in northeast Philly, right? And I would go there all the time and pick up like with large amounts of money on like a regular basis. And this one time, some crackhead tried mugging me while I'm trying to like make my sale. And these dudes stomped the shit out of them in the middle of the street for me. They're trying to protect their money coming in.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. If you're a good customer, they probably would make sure you continue to be a good customer.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm the funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the dude that's gonna make you laugh for your 25 years that you're doing. You know, make you forget every now and then you hear.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my role. Nobody really wants to fuck. You know, you need someone to make you feel like you know. You know, and and nowadays I might even be like, you know, I might even be like the jailhouse wisdom dude.
You have a little jailhouse wisdom in you.
You know, I mean, I don't, but I hope the wisdom I got might work in jail.
I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you remind me of Tracy Morgan a little bit.
I remind you of Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, like you were. In
what way? I've never heard that.
I would say in your cultural background and cultural knowledge, I feel like Tracy Morgan and you are of the same ilk, if you will. Cut from the
Tracy
same cloth.
Morgan?
Yeah.
The dude from 30 Rock.
Yeah, dude. Tracy Morgan. Fucking fantastic comedian.
To be honest, I never really saw like his stand-up. I know him from 30 Rock.
Are you serious, dog? Are you serious? Yo, are you kidding me, man?
Brian is really so now you're getting into impressions now too, huh, Brian? Yeah, I know who Tracy Morgan is, dog. I just never been told that I'm like reminded anybody of Tracy Morgan.
Was that a decent Tracy Morgan impression or no?
I'm gonna go with no. You know, I'm gonna go with no. That wasn't a good Tracy Morgan impression. But I mean, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? What do I know? Don't let me stop your dreams. All right. It wasn't good now. That doesn't mean it can't become good.
True.
You're just not there yet, dog. You know? You're just not. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying you're not doing it yet. Right? I don't want to knock your dreams. You know, Brian's been writing some jokes and like trying to slip them in our back and forth messages and shit. And
are any of them funny?
You know, man, like I said, it's not that you're not funny, is that you can be funny.
Right.
You know, I don't want to, you know. You ever plan on going back up on the stage? You plan on trying this comedy thing again?
I don't know. What do you think? You think I could
It's
do
much
it?
easier than it looks, right?
Huh?
It's much easier than it looks, right?
Yeah, I think I get too hung up on the
silence of the crowd when they don't laugh at what you said.
Dude, that
can't get hung up on that, son.
Huh?
Can't get hung up on that.
Well, that feeling the first time you feel it is one of the strangest, most hurtful feelings that one could ever go through, dude. It really is. It really is.
When you first
really
say
is,
something
dude.
that you expect to laugh and you don't get it.
Yeah, I remember. So just so everyone knows, I've done a total of maybe 15 total minutes on stage.
The first time, that was the first time you went up, right?
First time I went up, I did like 2.5 or 3 minutes, and I actually got some laughs too, right? You were there.
That was at
AC Jokes.
AC Jokes, yeah, in front of a lot of people. He went up first time.
Maybe what, like 75, 100? You think?
Like something like that, 75, 100. Yeah, something like that.
And I got some laughs, right? Didn't I get a couple of laughs?
You got a couple of laughs.
Yeah. How was my presence? What was my stage presence like?
You look terrified. You look terrified, dude. We were all taking bets if you were gonna shit yourself. But no, you did get some laughs. But when you did the first joke that didn't hit, how did that feel? dude, you're and then the first time you know what's good is when you did the joke that didn't hit and nobody laughed, all the comedians did.
They're all just cracking up in the back. And then you lock eyes with somebody in the crowd who's just sitting there like this. Just staring at you, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm bombing right now," and it's just one joke. But there was another time that I went up, and I got maybe 1 or 2 laughs right in the beginning, and then that was it. It was just downhill off there, and I got off a stage, and the first person who said something to me was you, and you were like, "So how does it feel to eat a dick?" I was like, dude, it sucks, bro. It's like, fuck, that sucks. That's not fun. That's not a good feeling. Fuck that.
Oh my God, that is great. That is what I said to you.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Because I remember the first time you went up, you did pretty okay. You didn't do great, but like you said, you got some laughs. And everybody kind of they were good to you because I think they mentioned it was your first time trying it.
Yeah, they were kind to me.
They were kind to you. The second time, they just brought you up, and they were like, "Yo, he's fairly new. He's got 2 minutes under his belt."
And it wasn't even good. It wasn't even a good 2 minutes.
How long did it feel? Did it feel like 2 minutes?
It didn't feel like 2 minutes, but it didn't feel super long either.
Someone said, in the city, how long do you do? I said, 7 minutes. They said, 7 minutes? Oh, my God. They go, is that long? And I go, depends. If you're doing good, it's the shortest 7 minutes in the world. You're like, word, that's 7 minutes is up already? I didn't even get into it, But if you're eating a dick, 7 minutes could feel a good 45.
Yeah, it's like a long time to be up there struggling.
Could be a good 30 minutes.
I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know if I'm going to get back on stage again. I mean, really, the ideal opportunity would have been for when I'm in AC, because I have all you guys to talk to, and Bridgestone and Merkel throw me up on stage from time to time. If I'm actually working something out at like an open mic, they would give me time for sure.
Oh yeah, of course they would.
Yeah, they would totally give me time.
So hit some open mics out there. This way, when you come back down, you surprise everybody, man.
Dude, how crazy would that be if I come back up and I got 15 minutes of just like some good shit?
Oh, listen, don't get ahead of yourself, all right, man. 15 minutes is a lot of material. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of material.
I got 5. All right, I said I got 5.
I didn't have 15 minutes of material till I was at least in the game for like 3 weeks.
Oh.
Did I tell you I did an hour the other day?
That doesn't surprise me. I've also seen you do I think over an hour, at those shows on the pier.
Yeah.
Like in 2018 shows on the pier.
Yeah, those were great.
When there was like 15, 16 drunk people in the crowd. And that's
Big up to those people.
Yeah, dude. Fun nights. Fun nights back there.
Oh, that was great. I remember the first time Matt came up to me, he said, tonight, you can go as long as you want. I said, what's that mean? He said, you can go as long as you want. But if I see people getting up and starting to leave, then I'm going to give you the light.
Mm-hmm.
That was an hour and I think 13 minutes.
Wow.
And I went up kind of late, so people started getting tired, and I noticed it, so I ended it. No one walked out. I ended it right before I think someone was probably going to get ready to go. Because it was a late night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
was it a 10 o'clock show? Or an 8? Do you think it was an 8 that ran late or a 10 that ran late?
It was an 8 that they let me run late.
Yeah.
You know, and then it wasn't like they didn't put everybody up. They put people up, and then they just let me go.
Right.
The other night I think I did an hour the other night at Boré too.
Oh yeah, how was the show there? Great, fire.
Yeah, man. I just wish people would let me know that they're gonna give me an hour. You know what I'm saying? Because I have like stuff that I can go so deep into, but when I know, because I was only supposed to do 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I know, had I known I was doing an hour, there's so much stuff I could have put in there that like I left out because I thought I only had 20 minutes. So you have to kind of like,
There's some stories of yours that I love so fucking much. The squirrel, the rabbit on the mountain. That's one of my favorite stories.
I got to start telling that one again. I missed that story.
The funeral story is amazing.
I just did that one the other night.
That's a great joke.
Somebody came up to me yesterday too, and they were like, yo, I brought my friend to come see you. I was telling her about the fuck. She goes, I saw you 2 years ago, and I was telling her about the funeral thing. And I was like, oh, where? She goes, yeah, I hope you do it tonight. So I did it. I hadn't did it in a long time.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff like I don't even remember. I just don't do anymore. I try not to, I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to tell those stories again.
Yeah, I bet it gets to a point where you're like, all right, I'm done with this, and you move on to some other shit, right? That's kind of how it's got to go.
I mean, for me, that's how it goes. Like for me, like I gotta have fun with it, man. Like when it doesn't make me laugh anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because like everything I do now, it still makes me laugh. If I say it right, man, and I get it out, and the crowd is right, and they start laughing, I start laughing with them. That's fun, man. I love that shit.
That's all you can. That's all you can hope for.
But if it doesn't make me laugh anymore, like I say it, and the crowd is dying, and I'm just like sipping my drink, moving on to the next. Then when it becomes just I don't know, when you can't keep building on it, I guess it's time to move on. It
is such an amazing art form and performance to watch. To me, there's nothing better than seeing live stand-up comedy. I'm not a big music guy. Like I won't go see a lot of like live shows, but I'll see stand-up comedy any day of the week.
Really?
For hours,
my boy's
hours at a time. Yeah.
My boy's the opposite. He'll go to any concert, but he doesn't like comedy.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't get it. But
yeah, I mean, you're into both, really, right?
Yeah, he hasn't even come to see me, and I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? We used to chill all the time, and I used to make you laugh all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Just come see me. Let me make you laugh, motherfucker.
It's so odd.
I
wouldn't not go to a concert. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't not go, but I don't like actively seek out concerts and shit. Chappelle was actually just down here. I wish I would have got tickets.
Yeah, dude.
Do you know who Ari Shaffir is? Have you ever heard of him? He's gonna be down here at the end of September, so I think I'm gonna get tickets to see him.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he's gonna be at the Improv down in Miami.
I know Bill Burr's gonna be out here.
Dude, I would love to see him.
And that's my favorite comedian. Unfortunately, I'm performing that night, and I gotta do me. He's already where I want to be. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you see what you should see if you can open for him?
Would love to open for him, man. It's just not that easy.
Where's he going to be at?
He's going to be, I think, I want to say Hard Rock, I think. I'm not sure.
Bill Burr, if you're listening.
I'm not sure. I think he's at Hard Rock.
Get Gary to open for you.
I would love to open for Bill Burr, man.
Yeah.
That's my favorite comedian, him and Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, man. Get healthy, man. Disinfect that fucking house, dude, so that I could come down.
Hey, you can come down now, dude. Yeah. It's open for you. Hey,
Let shit settle a little bit, man.
Are you still good to do Rinaldi's podcast after this?
Yeah.
I bet. Okay.
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Are you gonna be on it? Are you there with me, or is just me by myself?
No, I'll be on it.
All right.
Yeah.
I make it like I'm going somewhere.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we will be on Ball Breaking with Mike and Steve.
Did our new episode come out today?
Yes.
We have one in the.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's out.
Yeah.
It's
one got posted today. Yeah.
All right.
Not the one with Zach, but the other one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big up to Zach for being on our podcast the other day, man.
Yes.
We're gonna throw out some clips of that, but if you want to check out the whole episode of that, you got to join the Patreon, baby, and check out the episodes that we have with our guests that we're gonna start doing. It's gonna be an awesome thing, man. The episode with Zach was dope. Big up to my listeners for coming, hanging out, man. We have more of you than I thought, man. And I appreciate every one of y'all, man, that you hang out and chill with us fucking once a week, man. It's like family. It keeps us all together. I want to thank y'all for listening. Brian, how's your week looking?
It's the same.
Same as always, smoking them cigars still?
I've been off the cigars, dude. I haven't smoked any in a while. And I haven't really been doing any of the nicotine mints. I'm almost like off, dude, for real.
You see any cigarettes in that bitch? You see any cigarettes in that, baby?
None.
I haven't bought a pack since whatever episode it was that I said I wasn't buying a pack. I have smoked cigarettes. I'm not going to say I haven't smoked cigarettes. Mm-hmm. You know, I still do now I do 2. Instead of 3, I get 2 loosies a day. 2
loosies? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not quitting. I'm cutting down to nothing. But I don't call it quitting. Yeah,
I think cutting back is
you can't see my DMX shirt. Look at that. Got my DMX shirt on.
Dude, he was actually in rehab centers by us in Mays Landing. I had friends who were working in the rehab when he came in as a patient.
I got a connection with DMX because when I was married, I would get into the car with the family and I would put on the radio and my ex-wife would be like, must it be so loud? And I'd be like, yo, it's not loud, yo. And she'd be like, can't you lower it? Ooh. And I'd be like, it's 1. If I put it any lower, it'll be off, you know? And that was how I used to chill in my ride listening to music as a married man. But then after we got divorced, whenever she would come to pick up child support, I knew she was coming because I would hear her like 3 blocks away cranking DMX fucking with my hood at. I'd be like, really? When I was around, I couldn't have that shit on 1. I hear it 3 blocks away. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I had to go to the bank to get the money. I'd be like, jump in the back. I'd be like, could you lower it? Could you put it like a little bit lower? No, now it's okay. Big up to DMX.
That's it, people. Check us out on Patreon, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere.
If you haven't checked
podcasts are.
If you haven't checked out the fucking special, check out the special. If you haven't told your friends about it, what are you waiting for, man? It ain't a secret. Tell them that G's out there. He got a special. Check it out, man. I think we're almost at 1,700, dog. We still count them. We raising them up. Check it out. Catch me Monday nights, midnight. Not Quite Tuesday show with my man Adam Gable in the city at the Grizzly Pear. Follow me, Gary G. Garcia, and you can catch me all the time in Atlantic City. And big up to Philly. I'm on my way out there tonight. So let's rock and roll.